So a very good morning to everyone, and welcome to this weekly outlook. My name is Geoffrey. So welcome, guys, to this weekly outlook. So this outlook gives insights and analysis on the pairs that I'm looking out for on my watch list. So this week I do have quite a number of pairs. This is the last week of November. So previously, I probably shared my different insights and setups on the Discord here, as you can see, and quite a number of them went into fruition. And I think I'd also shared some of this on the blog as well. That is when I shared the last time I shared a video like this on the blog was then. So now I'm back with another video, so giving you an outlook on whatever I am expecting for this week. So this week I am looking out for quite a number of pairs, being the last week of November, and also as we get ready to get into the month of December. So starting off, I'm gonna start off with GBPUSD. So this is what you have on the pair GBPUSD. So price has been within this area of interest. So we've had a whole range from this supply all the way down to this demand and back to this supply. That range was filled. First time price stopped here, we had a push to the downside, then a strong push up again. Then we had a bit of consolidation, but all these had rejections with candle closing below the zone. Then a strong push all the way down to this, eventually filling the range. Now price came to this demand as held. We had the first time this was NFP push to the upside, price retraced back to demand. Then now you're having a slight push to the upside. So what I'm expecting to see is a retracement before now, a push to the upside like that. Okay. So remember, for anyone who knows how we trade, anyone who knows how we trade, uh, we are always looking out for potential swing positions. So on this one, I'm expecting to see price retrace back to these areas of 1.3730 or 750 areas before now, before potential push to the upside. Okay, so you're looking out for potential bullish reversal this week on GBP USD. Considering this on the 4-hour time frame, if we come to the 1 hour as well, you can see this is the scenarios that this is the scenario we are working with. So eagerly waiting to see price give us this kind of reaction like now that we saw here before now, a potential before potential push to the upside like that. Okay, so you have that. Let's wait and see how price gets to react to that. Then next we do have USDCHF. So again, also for USDCHF, price has filled this range. For USDCHF, price is at a very key area of interest because we can be anticipating a potential bearish reversal from this area here. Reason being, our working range has been from this supply all the way down to this demand. Then from this demand all the way back to this supply, that range gets filled. Then again from this supply all the way to this demand and back to this supply, that range gets filled. So here I'd be looking out for potential bearish reversal this week, and this has been a key area of supply. This again was the origin of this drop all the way till this demand. Then from this demand we had a push to the upside, a retest, then a push like that. Okay, so that is what you have. So currently, I'll be expecting to see a potential bearish. I'll be expecting to see a potential bearish reversal here on USDCHF, and you can see the kind of rejections and reactions you're already seeing. So it's more of price. It's more of price setting up. Okay, so it's more of price setting up. So the moment we see something like this scenario, then a retest of this will be the perfect conservative entry to take, then a push to the downside like that. Okay, so that is what I'm looking out for. So let's wait and see. That is what I'm looking out for. Let's wait and see how price reacts to this. Okay, then we have this on USDCHF. So let's wait and see how price gets to react to this. Then we do have USDCAD as well. So for USDCAD, USDCAD, this is what you have. So for USDCAD again, also looking for a potential bearish reversal. So my working range has been from this supply all the way down to this demand. Then from this demand all the way to this supply, that range has been filled. This demand being the origin of the rally to this supply, and also from here again, let me mark this. So from here again to this supply like that, and back to this demand, the range will be filled. Okay, so now prices at this area, we're looking at a potential bearish reversal, and this is the next thing that you're going to see, a push to the downside like that, back to this demand again. Okay, so that is the scenario. That is the scenario that I'm looking out for. So let's wait and see. This is the scenario that I'm looking out for. So let's wait and see how price gets to. Let's wait and see how price gets to react to. How price gets to react to this. Okay, but this can be a very good area of interest for looking out for that potential bearish reversal. Okay. So there's that. Then let's have a look at Euro USD. Now for Euro USD, there's a lot of choppiness. And see price is pushing to the upside. So we're going to see price push all the way back to either this area or even above. So previously price had invalidated multiple of our setups here and also here because of the break above and now at the break below. Okay. So that is why we've been avoiding these until we see some clear, proper structures. However, in terms of being able to understand the range, we have the range from here, these highs, all the way down to these low, and back to these highs. That range got filled, and that is why we probably saw price drop all the way back to this. Now that price is now pushing to the upside, let's wait and see if we'll see more momentum into the market that pushes price higher, probably into the levels of probably into the levels of 1.15 900 areas. Okay, so let's wait and see how price reacts to that. Then we do have NZDUSD. The target was hit. This on NZDUSD. Yeah, for NZDUSD, you can see the target was hit, the range was filled. We had looking out for potential sells from here, strong push to the downside till here. This demand was hit, the range was filled. So now we're expecting to see a potential bullish reversal again back to this supply like that. Okay, so for this one, let's wait and see. Okay, let's wait and see how price gets to react to. Let's wait and see how price gets to react to this. But so far we'll be looking out for potential bullish reversal at this area. This is a very key area of demand. It's on the 4 hour, and also if you check out the daily time frame as well, that is what you have on the daily. So this being a very key area of interest, and you can see the reaction that it has had multiple times. Anytime price was here, anytime price was here, here, and also here as well. Okay, so even now with this, you'll be expecting a similar push to the upside. Anytime price got here, we had a very strong push upside, strong push to the upside, strong push to the upside, strong push to the upside. So you're looking at a similar kind of reaction or a similar kind of scenario. Okay, then we have US oil. Let's have a look at US oil. So for US oil, the target has already been hit. So this has been our working range. Remember, we've been working with from this supply all the way down to this demand and back to this supply. That range gets filled. Then you have a push to the downside, retracement. This first lower high, push to the downside, retracement, another lower high, push to the downside, price missed the target by a few pips, retraced, formed another lower high, then eventually the target now has been hit because the target was at 57.80 areas, and consider that is where price currently is at. So now at this area, I'm be waiting to see Will I see price either reverse from here, or will you see price push deeper into this before now eventually reversing? But however, this is a very key area of demand, so I'll be looking out for potential bullish reversal. It is the origin of the previous rally all the way till this. So, and it is a very major demand both on the 4 hour and the daily time frame here. So I'd really be looking out for a potential bullish reversal. So it's more of being able to time the shift in market structure for us to be able to take the positions. Okay, but so far it's more of timing, and so far it's more of observation and timing to see how price gets to reverse within that area of interest. Okay, so there is that. So this is on US oil. Let's have a look at UK oil. Mm, hmm, where is that? Okay, so you can see very key area of interest. Expect a potential bullish reversal either from here, here. We had this. We had these are the reactions each time price came to these areas. So even here we are looking at a similar kind of scenario. Okay, so you have that. Then UK oil. UK oil as well, the same kind of structure. Okay. Uh, so it's the same kind of structure. So this is what we have. So this is the scenario we are working with. Okay. So our working range has been from this supply. Our working range has been from this supply down to this demand and back to this supply. That range was filled. Then you had price come push to this. This is the mid range. This is the middle of the range. Price retraces to this. Then another push to the downside, retraces back to this lower high. A push to the downside again, retraces back to this lower high. And eventually, now we've broken below the mid range. We have had a retest, then a potential continuation of the drop lower all the way back to these areas of 60.30 areas. Okay, all the way to the levels of 60.30 areas. So let's wait and see how price gets to react to this. Then we have NASDAQ and US30. So you have NAS100. You have NAS100. So lately we've been seeing very strong pushes to the downside on NASDAQ. So far, this is what you have on NAS. Okay, so this is what you have on NAS. We've had this strong drop all the way down to this demand. This demand was a key area of interest, and now you're seeing price. We have a top of this demand. So what I'm expecting is a push to the upside all the way back to this supply, because now this supply, the moment price broke below this supply becomes the origin of this whole drop all the way till this demand. So the working range becomes from this supply to this demand and back to this supply. So that's what I'm saying. I'm looking at price coming back to this supply, which is the areas of 25,005. So 25,000 areas basically up here. Okay. So for this one, let's wait and see how price reacts to this. You can see it was a key area of interest based off this, based off this, based off these as well. Okay, so let's wait and see how price gets to react to that. Then lastly, we have US30. So these are the pairs I'm looking out for. US30. For US30, this is what you have. So the same price push to, we had this break below, retested back to this. So what I'm expecting to see is if price will hold, or will you see a potential push down before something like this, or if price breaks above, then remember this has been a very key area of interest multiple times based off this. So it's a breakout, retest, and a continuation of the rally high. Okay, so for this one here, You wait and see, will you see price hold? Will you see get to see price hold, or will you see price get to break above and keep pushing high? If it holds, expect a retracement back to this demand before. Now strong momentum too, before a strong push to the upside. Okay, so let's wait and see how price reacts to this. And lastly, also let's have a look at gold and silver. So to USD. So now to be able to understand more of these supply and demand, all these supply and demand scenarios. Now I will be doing a masterclass on 20th of December. So both the 20th and the 21st of December, that weekend. That is will be on a Saturday and Sunday. So that will be on December 20th, that is from 2 p.m. all the way to 4 p.m. And for Sunday as well, 2 p.m. till 4 p.m. Okay. So we will be having that. That is on December 20th and 21st. So it's a weekend masterclass. There will be charges for that. That will be $25 per seat. Okay, so that is $25 per seat. That will be online, and we'll be doing that masterclass to end the year and also get to talk about more of how I look at markets from a supply and demand perspective. So it will be more like a supply and demand, it will be more of a supply and demand masterclass for that weekend. Then for coming into now next year, we'll be hosting more of these sessions. But so far, it's also important to understand, because I know not everyone who gets to watch these videos are been mentored by me. I know the majority are, because I have the members of the Chase Capital community and also now other members outside. So yeah, but we'll be hosting that. I'll be hosting that masterclass on the 20th of December. So it's a two-day masterclass. $25. It will be online, and it will be both Saturday afternoon and Sunday afternoon. Okay. So there's that. This is gold. So for gold has been quite consolidating, but I'd wait to see it eventually fill this whole range back to this demand before now seeing now potential bullish reversal, just like what we saw here when price tapped into this demand. We had a push like this, retracement back to this, then strong push to the highs. We had a strong drop like this. So I'd wait to see price come back to this demand before now a strong push to the upside. Okay, so you have that. Then lastly, have a look at XAUUSD, that is silver. So I've also been lately looking at silver, and so far it has been really been respecting our levels of interest. For example, we had this demand being the origin of the rally to this supply, then you have this supply being the origin of the drop to this demand, then that range was filled. So this will have been entry, target, then from here again, bullish reversal, a retest, then a push to the upside all the way back to this supply. So from this supply, this range gets filled. So once price already gets to this supply, we are looking at a potential bearish reversal. So price dropped from the lower low. Then you had a retest of this level at this supply. Then at top of this, then a push to we see a push to the downside. And currently, so far, I'm still expecting to see more bearish momentum into this. It's only that you're seeing now more of a retracement, but what I'm expecting to see is a potential bearish continuation all the way back to these areas of 48.000. Let's say even 47.84126. Okay, so it's a very key area of interest. It's also a market that I'm venturing into, apart from now the pairs that I usually the pairs that I usually trade. Okay, so that's what I have, and this is what I'm looking out for this week. So I will be updating you. This is what I'm looking out for this week. So I will be updating you on the progress of this. I'll be updating you on the progress of these various pairs. So watch out and trade cautiously as we get to start off this week and also end the month, and as we also get to approach the month of festivities. So I'll be sharing more of these videos and the analysis here on the blog. This is Chess Capital this is chesscapitalk.blogspot.com. So you can easily get to have a look at that from this blog here. And also remember the masterclass I've talked about, that is on December 20th. It is the 20th and 21st. Okay, so you can get to also register for that. So with that, guys, I wish you all a very great day ahead. So cheers, everyone. Stay blessed and stay financially literate. I will see you on the next one. So thank you, guys.